Breakfast at the Mousetail Landing State Park Campground. It doesn't get much better than this. Let's go see the park. You'll be able to see why this is one of my favorite parks in just a few minutes. We're going to look at the campground, find out about injured Tennessee wildlife when we talk to a park ranger, and visit the aviary, and go over to the visitor center and check out some of the other amenities. And while we're driving, now is a great time to subscribe to the channel if you've not already done so. And leave me a comment down below if you have given me a like on the video, because that helps me out with the Google algorithms, and I might just give you a shout out. Now let's be bodacious and go explore. They did not give us a grade for that hill, but it's steep. So if you come, there is a pretty steep hill coming up to the campground, so make sure you develop a good head of steam before coming up if you're pulling a trailer. Our campsite is almost like being in a treehouse. We are surrounded by greenery, and there is tons of space to back the trailer in and to move around. It's one of the larger campsites that we've had. One campsite, we had water, electric, and sewage.
Adventure is out there.
That's my hint to put the camera down and get in the car. Which I'll do in just a minute. Hubby is going out. I want you to see the campsite and see how much room we had to navigate. It's unbelievable. It was real easy to get into right off this main road. It's a 2-lane road. But look at the other campsite even next to us. This thing's just as huge. If you can see the shower pole and table in the back there, that is almost to the very end of the campsite. So even the one next to us is really large. We were in campsite 19. Now you're going to want to remember that because of the sewer situation. As far as electricity, there's no issue. There's 50, 30, and 20 amp. And there is a light bump as you pull into the space, and it is just on a little slight incline. But when it comes to sewer, remember campsite number 19, because it is the only place in this campground that's got sewer hookups. So if that's important to your RV or travel trailer, look for it when you book your reservation online. Otherwise, they do have dump stations. It was perfect for us because I had to do laundry. I got the little washing machine off of Amazon, and I'll link that below. It's for the carpet washer, so sewer was perfect. Otherwise, we would use the dump station. We paid $33. That's after the discount for disability, and it does include tax. Now we're off to the park office so I can get my free Tennessee Parks book stamped. It makes a great souvenir, but as part of shop local, buy local, and supporting the Tennessee State Parks, I'll probably find a sticker and maybe a couple of things to buy anyway. Because buying at the State Park gift shop is a great way to support state parks, wherever you are. Here we are. Now this little beaver gnawing on the branch is kind of cool, but most of the park offices are also interpretive centers and museums. Not very large, but they're good representations of the area. And the ranger just asked me if I want to touch a beaver pelt. Are you kidding me? Yes. Arctic would want their pelts.
Oh yeah. Well, the thing about beaver is during the winter when they're thick, they have the longer hair, then they have the thinner hair that's down inside that makes it real thick and nice and warm.
That's one of those double fur coats.
Mhm.
Nice. Wow. Okay.
Well,
I
yeah.
got all these nifty furs over here.
Yeah.
And it's almost the same kind of fur as the beaver. But this one's not waterproof like the beaver does. The beaver secretes an oil through its skin to keep it waterproof.
Wow. You've got to feel this one.
Oh, we soft.
Oh yeah. Now the fun one, when you get down to the bobcat, now these are really soft.
Oh, it's like holding a cloud.
That is so neat.
I would never have expected it to feel that soft.
Let's see. Okay. Lady's best friend, a mink.
Ah.
Oh, okay. There we go. That's probably as close as I'm going to get to a lady's best friend. Like ever.
Let's see. Let's see. I've got deer. This is how our North American Indians used to make their clothes and stuff, but they would scrape all the hair and stuff off and just use the leather part of it.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Well, the deer's fur is stiffer.
It is, and the deer keeps itself warm because a lot of the hairs are hollow and have air inside them, so the body heat will actually keep them warm through the winter.
Okay.
Good to know.
Yeah. All kinds of nifty stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You don't think about stuff like this when you think about state parks. You always think about camping, hiking, fishing.
Well, also everybody thinks that we always do birds of prey programs.
Yes.
And we've got 2 birds of prey out in cages out back. You can walk around and take a look at.
Okay.
Yeah.
We sure will. Thank
Y'all
you.
enjoy yourself.
Thank you. We will.
We will.
Appreciate
Thank
that.
you. We're going to look around in here first, though.
Now, what kind of vertebrae is that?
That is a young red-tailed hawk
Okay.
before it gets its red-tailed plumage.
Oh, okay.
And we have one of those in the cage outside. And on the other side there is a barred owl. They call it a barred owl because the feathers on its belly line up like prison bars.
Oh,
And we have one of those also in the cage.
okay.
Now, you get these when they're injured. Did somebody
Yes,
tell me
ma'am.
that?
We cannot keep an animal that we can release into the wild. These have all been injured in some way, and we can't release them. They would never survive.
That's what I thought somebody had said. I always like to
It is.
double check. You said they're this way?
Yes, ma'am. Just walk down the outside of the porch up there to the end. There's steps down to it, and walk right over to the.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
That's cool. There it is. This doesn't look too bad. I'm going to stop filming for just a second till I get down the steps. Oh. If you're like me and you're not sure-footed, this is what you're looking at with the path going over to the birds. I'm just going to take it slow and easy. Let me stop recording for just a minute. The next clip will be while I'm at the birds. Hey. Let me see if I can get the owl down here a little better. Oh, we really can't see you. Whoops. Aw, but you're in there. Now behind the park office is a scenic view day use trail. It's 3 miles. And it says to read before hiking that it closes at 6 and make sure to be back to your vehicle, it says. Don't start it after 4. There's a big sign that says read. But right now, it's closed. The sign doesn't say why it's closed, it just says closed. we're traveling during the coronavirus. So I don't know if that's what it is or not, but I wouldn't think so. But regardless, we're going back out to the car. I've heard about the swimming beach and the playground here at Mousetail Landing. Let's go see them. Just above the swimming beach, we have the restroom structure, really nice restrooms, and that is the covered picnic pavilion that they have. Just beyond that is a playground. Now that's the second playground. They also have one by the campground, and this has got a nice sized parking lot. It is a loop driveway, so if you're pulling a trailer, you can get in and you can turn around and get back out. I'm not sure that we can with the swimming beach because of getting the trailer in and out, but hopefully I can at least get close enough to get a couple of shots. And another view of the covered picnic pavilion and the playground. Here's the swimming beach. It's got a pretty good sized lot, but it's gravel and there's a pretty steep pitch going down, and it's a little steeper than what we want to do with the trailer. Off to the side there's a fishing pier that Hubby is reminding me about, so thanks Hubby. You just barely see it out there. This is a day use area and it's really nice, very well maintained. Mousetail Landing got its name because of a large exodus of mice that were fleeing a tannery fire during the Civil War. So it's kind of an interesting name, but also kind of gross. We're going to drive on over to the ball fields. There's a basketball court and a field to play in. Porta potties, and right back here you can see it's kind of flat, and that's part of a trail. And there's a creek which is great to play in on a summer day. How does this measure up to your favorite state park? Drop me a comment, let me know. At just over 1,200 acres, the Mousetail Landing State Park is not the biggest park in the park system, especially when you consider that 48,000 acres were purchased for Natchez Trace State Park during the New Deal period, or Fall Creek Falls with roughly 30,000 acres. But it is a nice park. Really enjoyed it. Thank you all so much for watching, and remember, it's always #be Bodacious. Don't let life get in the way of living. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.